Welcome back. In the local news, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Tourism Authority is in discussion with several international airlines to fly to St. Vincent and the Grenadines when the Argyle International Airport opens. Speaking at a media conference on Tuesday, Chief Executive Officer of the SVG Tourism Authority, Glenn Beach, said that they are in discussion with WestJet, JetBlue and other airlines. Mr. Beach noted, however, that they will not know exactly when which airlines will be flying to this country until the Argyle International Airport is completed and the Chief Executive Officer is appointed. An indigenous village, the remnants of which were discovered during excavation at the Argyle International Airport site in 2010, is being reconstructed and is set to become St. Vincent and the Grenadines' newest heritage site on its completion. This was announced by Anneli Beach, Tourism Education Officer within the Ministry of Tourism, at a press conference last Tuesday, January 19th. Dubbed the Cayo Village, this village site will be located on 3.6 acres of land. The Ministry of Tourism, Sports and Culture is collaborating with several local agencies to reconstruct the Cayo Village at Argyle, just adjacent to the international airport site. A call has been made for the resurgence of neighborhood watch groups. Inspector Athlon Brown made this appeal while on NBC Radio's face-to-face program yesterday. Inspector Brown said that neighborhood groups are not really heard about anymore. He added that a lot of resources are not necessary in order to form a neighborhood watch group and gave some tips on how neighborhoods could form an effective watch group. Earlier this week, we heard of reports of robberies in areas with faulty street lights, causing many residents to be concerned about their safety. Now, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines electricity company, VINLEC, is making an appeal to customers to report any faulty or defective street lights. Communications Officer at VINLEC, Tamara Job-Sprott, made mention of the fact that customers sometimes meet a company employee and tell them of a fault, but that alone is not enough. Mrs. Sprott said that there is a procedure that members of the public should follow in order to ensure the fault is rectified in a timely manner. Meanwhile, VINLEC CEO Thornley Myers stated that the poll numbers are important for a multitude of reasons and asked that people refrain from damaging the polls and removing the numbers. And acts of vandalism that lead to the destruction of VINLEC's property end is being paid up by customers. This point was made by CEO of VINLEC, Thornley Myers, at a press conference at VINLEC's conference room on Tuesday. There will be a quoted extraordinary general meeting of the SVG Calypso Association Inc. tomorrow, January 23rd at the Red Cross Center in Kingstown, beginning at 10 a.m. All Calypsonians or soca artists are invited and asked to be on time. Reports will be given by the outgoing executive and a new executive elected to serve for a new term. We'll take a short commercial break, and when we come back, more local news.